Good morning, students. So, we have started a partnership yesterday, and we understood what is the significance of partnership. I hope that yes, we got the point right, students. So, when it comes to topic like any topic in aptitude, as I told you earlier, the basics are so simple. The basics of any aptitude topic is so simple because that doesn't require any what you call very complicated issues, because the concept is so simple. But you start feeling the difficulty once the momentum is picked up. As we can see in the remaining cases also, because the basics of any concepts are easily understood, it's not a very complicated one. But when the question becomes a little difficult, you find it really a little complicated. Yes, I understand that it quite naturally happens. But yes, we have a solution for that. We have a solution. The simple solution is, very simple solution. And if you are so strong in the basics, you can handle any of the questions of any of the complex. Whatever the complexity of the question may be, you can easily handle if you are strong in the basics. So that is the reason why I am always insisting on be strong in the basics. Probably you can understand that yesterday we discussed some basic questions in partnership. Now we are moving to the next level, and before that let me give you one more time the very important clarity. In partnership there are two important partnership. One is simple partnership and the another one is compound. Students, I told you that there are two important partnerships. One is simple and the second one is compound. What is a simple partnership? If the people start the business together and if they continue till the end, that is called simple partnership. Usually in any family run business, 2 to 3 brothers start the business, and obviously they will continue till the end. And in the sense 1 year or 2 years. So that partnership is said to be simple partnership. So that is simple partnership. And the compound partnership is that when people 2 to 3 people start the business together, but there may be a chance that some of the people may withdraw in the business in middle, or some people may join, something like that's what we call is compound partnership. No problem, student. If any one of you are not able to get the point, even then we can handle this concept, not very complicated one. Okay, right. So students, here we go. Question number 1. This question we already discussed. I just want to repeat this again. Nagesh and Manoj start the business with 3,500 and 7,000 respectively. If you can see that they started after a year, the profit was distributed. Out of the total profit of 13,800, what is Manoj share? Student, if you can see in this question, both the people started together, and it is also seen that nobody left in between, and hence we don't mind what is the time. So therefore the amounts may be distributed according to their investments. So 3,500, 7,000. So the profits may be distributed in the ratio 1:2. Okay. So that what actually we discussed yesterday. I hope that you are so confident as well. Now second one is also very similar. Sita and Geeta started a business investing 13,000 and 26,000. You can see that they started the business together, nobody left in between, there is no change, and obviously simple partnership. So the profits may be distributed in the ratio 1:2. So that's what actually we discussed. I don't want to waste your time. Now we can move on to next level. This one, yes. Student, even in this question, if you can say that Anil, Bharani and Chanu invest 35,000, 45,000, 55,000. They started the business together, and we can say that they continue till the end, and you can easily understand that there is no change in what you call investment or something like, and simple partnership. Student, these 3 questions we discussed yesterday, and now we are moving to next level. Now yes, be ready, because we already discussed many concepts. I hope that you can handle this question with confidence. Come on student, look at the question and give a try. Look at the question, give a try. Now let us discuss how the question is supposed to be handled. Abhishek started a business investing 50,000 rupees. After 1 year he invested another 30,000 rupees. And Sudhin also joined him with a capital of 70,000 rupees. If the profit earned in 3 years. Come on student. So the concept is 3 years. Students, now this is the time you should be able to get the point right, because the business is run for 3 years, which means to say that we have to take 3 years something like this, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now how many people do we have? One is Abhishek and then we have Sudhin. Now read the question seriously, you can easily get the point right. Look at that. Abhishek started a business with 50,000 rupees. In the first year Abhishek investment is 50,000. Of course, in the very beginning Sudhin is not there. As you can see that Sudhin joins into the business in the next year. I hope you understand what I mean. After 1 year, he invested another 30,000. He means Abhishek. Abhishek invested another 30,000. Now his investment becomes 80,000. I hope you understand this. His investment becomes 80,000. In that year, Sudhin joins with capital of 70,000. Student, do understand, Sudhin joins in the second year. In the first year, Sudhin is not there. So that is about the second year. As we can see that there is no change in third year, therefore we can take 80,000 and 70,000 as it is, and hence we can say that A investment is 210, 80 plus 50, and Abhishek investment, Sudhin investment is 140, 210 and 140. Therefore we can understand that the profits may be distributed in the ratio 3:2. I hope you understand this. Now the question comes, what is the share of Sudhin in the profit? So the total profit is 87,500. Now you are able to get the profit of Sudhin. So 2 by 5 into 87,500. Come on student, one time. And now how much? 35 means 7 times 17,500, and hence 2 into 17,500. Your answer must be 35,000. So then profit is 37,500. Student, I 35,000. Right? Now I will be giving you one more question. I just want to make some changes in the question. Let me see how you answer this. Okay? Now here we go. Come on student. Right. Now I just want to make some changes, not a very big one. Now here we go. In place of 30,000, student, if I give you 20,000, then tell me what is their ratio. Just tell me how the profits are distributed. Just tell me what is the ratio of their investments, profits. Come on student, yes, if this is the case, then how do you handle this question, man? Just let me know what is the ratio. I don't want the share of any individual. I want to just know what is the ratio in which the profits are distributed. That's it. I don't want anything else. Come on, go ahead. Abhishek and Sudhin. Remember, the business is run for 3 years, therefore 1, 2, 3. This is the habit. This is how actually we are discussing the questions. Come on, go ahead. Students, Abhishek started with 50,000, as you know that in the first year. Sudhin is not there. In the next year, Abhishek invested another 20,000. So 50 plus 20, it becomes 70. Then Sudhin joins. The same 70 and 70 continues for third year as well, because the same thing continues. So 140 plus that is 210, and in this case that is 140, and you can see that the profits may be distributed in the ratio 3:2. 190. Therefore the profits may be distributed in the ratio 19:14. Okay. So I think you understand, my dear students. Therefore 19:14. 70, 70, 50, 190 plus this 140 is there. I just want to make some changes in the question and let me see how do you answer this question. Yeah, some people say that he could not able to understand the question. Never mind student, I think now you can understand this question with confidence. Abhishek started a business investing 50,000. After 1 year, he invested 30,000. Students, my question to you. In place of 1 year, after 2 years, if this is the case, how do you answer the same question? Just tell me what is the ratio. I don't want anything. I just only want to know what is the ratio of their profits. See how the changes are actually happening and when the changes are happening, that is equally important. Okay. Now this is Abhishek and of course this is Sudhin and we have 3 years to go. So first year, second year and third year. So let me check it out how the things are happening. Abhishek started investing 50,000 rupees and of course Sudhin is not there. You can see that it is only Abhishek started in the first year, Sudhin is not there. In fact, in the second year also only it is Abhishek continues, Sudhin is not there. The changes happened after 2 years. I hope you understand, my dear students. Whatever the change that happened, it happened after 2 years. So after 2 years, Abhishek 30, so it becomes 80, 50 plus 30, 80. Then we can see Sudhin joins. Now, so 180, 180 and this is 70. Now you can see that the profits may be distributed in the ratio 18:7. Good. Now I think we can move on to next level, next question. Student, yes, is this question okay for you? I believe that yes, we are going very well. Probably yes, I can see from the options you are getting. Yeah, very good, no problem. Okay, right, understood. Wonderful, wonderful. So I think we can move on to next question. Come on student, I will be giving you one more question for you. You have to answer this question in 1 minute of time. If you can do that, it's okay. Otherwise, we discuss again. Here we go. Come on students, so we have about 3 persons. And this is about 2 years. Come on student. So A, B and C. See the options, the changes are happening in years. First year, second year. Let us see one by one. So what is first year? What is second year? Come on, here we go. A initially invested 25 lakhs. A initially invested 25 lakhs and adds another 10 lakhs after 1 year. So in the second year, it is 35. 25 plus 35. So for 2 years, A investment is 60 altogether. A initially invested 25 lakhs and adds 10 lakhs after 1 year. Student, I think yes, we are getting my point right. So that is about A. Now it comes to B. B initially invested 35 lakhs. B initially invests 35 lakhs and withdraws 10 lakhs after 1 year. Therefore, B investment is 60 once again. 35, 25. What happened with C? C invested 30 lakhs. As you can see that there is no change in investment of C. So 30 lakh in the first year, 30 second year continues. As such, there is no change. When there is no change, we can continue with the 30 lakhs for sure. Now, after 2 years, the profits may be distributed in the ratio 1:1:1. I give you one more question. So let me see how you answer this. Student, I just want to make some changes in the question. That is a very small change I just made. Now I expect you to answer this question again, considering that particular change. Go ahead. A, B and C. So here the changes happened for 3 years, first year, second year and third year. A initially invested 25 lakhs, A initially invested 25 lakhs, and regarding A adds another 10 lakhs after 1 year, that means 35. So third year also he continues with the same 35. Third year also A continues with the same 35, you can see that. Now B initially invested 35 lakhs and after 1 year he withdraws 10 lakhs, therefore 25 lakhs. Third year also he continues with 25 lakhs. Third year also he continues with 25 lakhs. You can see why I took 25. It is because he continues with 25 lakhs. Regarding C, he invested 30 lakhs. But if you can see that there is no change in investment of C, therefore 30 may be continued for the remaining 2 years, because there is no change in share of C. So the same 30 can be continued for the remaining 2 years, and hence 70 plus 25, 95 is the investment of A, 85 is the investment of B, and 90 is the investment of C. 95, 85, 90, 19 is to 17 is to 18. So your answer must be 19 is to 17 is to 18. Student, I think yes, you are getting it right, man. I can move on to next question. Okay. Now student, one more question for you. Let me explain this question, man. I explain this particular question, and after that I will be giving you the same question with a little bit of change. At the time you are supposed to answer. Student, now after 2 years, which mean to say that we have to consider 2 years, first year and second year. Here the changes happened for 2 years. Actually, we don't have the investment of ABC. What we have is the ratio of investments. A, B and C invested in the ratio of 5:6:8. We don't have the investments. We can take the investment without disturbing the ratio. So I want to take something like this: 50, 60 and 80. Students, can I take 50, 60, 80 investment of ABC in the first year? Because 50, 60, 80, 5:6:8. Now let us see what happened in the second year. After 1 year, C withdraws 50% of his capital. You understand why 40? Why 40? 50% of C's capital. What is 50% of C's capital, man? 40. And C withdraws 40 rupees, which means to say that in the second year C continues with the same 40. Yes. Then what happened? A increased his capital by 60%. A increased his capital by 60%. Student, what is A's capital? It was actually 50 and I am considering 60% of that. How much is that? 30. 50 plus 30, 80. You understand why 80? Capital of A increases by 60%. What is 60%? 60% of 50 is 30. Therefore, 50 plus 30, 80. As such, there is no change in B's capital. Now, A 130, B 120, C 120. We can see 130, 120, 120, 13 is to 12 is to 12. Come on student, I just want to make some changes in the question and try to answer this question with confidence. After this, we move on to next model. Come on. I want to make some changes. In place of C, you take B. Okay. In place of A, you take C. So, answer the same question once again. I made two changes. You can see that I made two changes. Always you have to remember how many years? 2 years. That is one point you must always keep in mind. A, B and C. First year, second year. Student, 5 is to 6 is to 80. So let me consider 50, 60 and 80. I can take any number as long as the ratio is maintained. There is no issue at all. Yeah. Let me see what actually happened. After 1 year, B withdraws 50%. B withdraws 50%. Now 60 becomes 30. I hope you understand, my dear students. Do you understand why I take 30? Because he withdraws 50% of his share. Now, C increases his capital by 60%. What is C's capital, man? 80. And you have to take 60% of that. What is the 60% of 80? That is 48. So he increases 48, which means it becomes 128. 80 plus 48, 80 plus 48, he increases 128, which means A's share remains the same. So 100, this is 90 and this is 208. So this is how they have to distribute their shares. So upon cancellation, 50 is to 40 is to 104. 50 is to 40 is to 104. So I think I must be giving you one more question. So let us see how do you answer this time. Okay. Now here we go. Student, in place of 5 is to 6 is to 8, if I take 2 is to 5 is to 4, how do you answer the same question? Everything remains the same. The only change is I just made some change in the ratio. See, man, every time you have to remember how many years the changes are happening. 2 years. First year, second year. The changes are happening year wise. Year wise. So we have to consider the years. First year and second year. Yeah, 2 is to 5 is to 4. So without disturbing the ratio, 20, 50 and 40. Yes, I can take. Without actually disturbing the ratio, I can take the numbers 20, 50, 40. Right. Okay. Now let me see what actually happens. After 1 year, C withdraws 50% of his capital. C withdraws 50%. So what is 50%? Half. So C remains with the remaining half. So C left with 20 rupees, because 40 you can see 50% is went off. So yes, well done. Now what about A, man? What about A? A increased his capital by 60%. So what is 60%? 60% of 20. What is 60% of 20? Yes. So 60% is nothing but 12. Therefore 20 plus 12, 32. So that is the investment of A for second year. B remains with the same 50. Now A 52, B 100, C 60. So this is how the profits may be distributed. Therefore you can cancel 4, man. So 13 is to 25 is to 15. So your answer must be 13 is to 25 is to 15. Student, I think yes, we are going very good. Now with your permission, I want to move on to next level. Yes, is this question so far is okay for you? So far actually we are discussing some interesting questions. Do you think, are you comfortable? If you think you are comfortable, then I will be moving on to next level. Yes. What do you say? Because I can say that now the things are under control, and if you think we have enough questions so far, we are with confidence, then I will move on to next question. Now I think we can move on to next question. Come on, yes, here we go. Shankar and Kalyan are partners in a business. Shankar and Kalyan are partners in a business. Shankar invested 35,000 rupees for 8 months and Kalyan invested 42,000 rupees for 10 months. In what ratio the profit earned at the end of 1 year be divided between Shankar and Kalyan respectively? Students, I just want to put a question to you. In this question, of course, let me explain to you. In this question, the changes are happening in months, not in years. Therefore, unlike in the previous question, first year, second year, we should not take, because here the changes are happening in months, and hence Shankar and Kalyan. Come on student, Shankar how many rupees? 35,000. I am taking only 35. For how many months? 8 months. Zeros I am not considering. And Kalyan 42. It is only 42. How many months? For 10 months. So here in this question, it is not just investment, but also months is equally important. So while getting your profit, you must see that how much amount they invested, also how many months they are in the business. Yeah, very good, very good. Therefore, in this question we have to consider both. Therefore, 35 into 8, 42 into 10. So 7 cancels for 5 times, 7 cancels for 6 times, 5 into 8, 40, 6 into 10, 60. Hence, your answer must be 2:3. But my dear students, because when 2:3 option is not there, you should not put 3:2. Your answer for this question is none of these. Because that option is not there, you should not go for 3:2 man, because ratio must be proportionate. How much actually Shankar gets and how much Kalyan gets, that is important. Okay students, so because the question is so simple, I don't want to waste your time man. We can move on to next question with more interesting concept, right? Read the question. Ramya Krishna started a business by investing 75,000. After 3 months, Shankar joined her with an amount of 1,25,000. After another 6 months, Neetu joined them with an amount of 1,50,000. Profit earned at the end of 3 years. Profit earned at the end of 3 years be distributed in what ratio? Students, first year, second year, third year. Shall we take like this? Respond. Is this right way? First year, second year, third year. Shall we take like this? Come on student, tell me. Shall we take first year, second year, third year? Is that right way? Why we cannot take? Why we cannot take? No, wonderful. No, we should not take. We cannot take. The very reason of not taking is because the changes are happening in months. How you know? See. And Shankar joined her with an amount of 1,25,000 after 6 months. Neetu joined them with an amount of 1,50,000 at the end of, first after 3 months and after another 6 months. Student, do you understand man? Do you understand? Unlike in the previous question where the changes used to happen in years, here the changes are happening in months. So when the changes are happening in months, we are not supposed to take first, second and third year. You understand that? Please understand my point, my dear students. Therefore, first of all, I just want to let you know that first, second, third year we should not take in this question because the changes are happening in months. Therefore, 3 years, you convert the same into 36 months. Ready? How many people do we have? So we have Ramya Krishna, and then we have Shankar, and now we have Neetu. Ready? Tell me student, how much Ramya Krishna invested? 75,000. Let me not consider zeros, 3 zeros, because anyway they get cancelled. Why should I consider? It's a time waste. I cancel 3 zeros. Student, tell me, Ramya Krishna started with 75,000, but she is in the business for 36 months. She is only started the business. We can estimate that, we can understand that she continues for all the 36 months. Okay. Now, Shankar, how much? 1,25,000, 125. He joined after 3 months. Why 33? After 3 months. After 3 months. Neetu, how many months? 27 months. Why 27? after another 6 months. After 3 months Shankar joins, which means 36 minus 3, 33, because he joins after 3 months, and Neetu joins after another 6 months. So 6 must be subtracted from 33. Student, yes, I hope you understand what is my point. Here the changes are happening in years. Student, tell me, so you understand why 33, why 27? Because after 3 months Shankar joins, after another 6 months Neetu joins. So 75 into 36, 125 into 33, 150 into 27. Now we need to cancel. 25 3 times, 25 5 times, 25 6 times, 3 12 times, 3 11 times, 3 9 times. So 3 into 12, 36, 5 into 11, 55, 6 into 9, 54. 36 is to 55 is to 54. Your answer is third option. Yeah, I explain you once again, man. So now at the moment please note down. Why 36? 3 years means 36 months. 3 years means 36 months. Here the changes are happening in months. That's why I took months. 36 is to 55 is to 54. I hope you understand this. Student, am I clear to you? Okay, but I am not convinced, because I want to see that how you are answering this question. Then only I can move on to next one. Student, now I want to make some changes. In place of 3 years, if you are given 2 years, then how do you answer same question? I am waiting for your answer. Yes, ma'am? So 2 years at the end of 2 years. But 2 years, remember, because we have to, yeah, very good. Yes, one answer is already up. Good. So come on, students. So 2 years, you have to convert the same into 24 months, because the changes are happening in months. Good. So we have Ramya Krishna, and now we have then we have Shankar, and then Neetu. Come on, student. So you can cancel zeros straight away. We have nothing to do with zeros. Anyway, they also get cancelled. Why do we waste our time? Come on. Ramya Krishna started with 75,000, but of course she is in 24 months. Then Shankar 1,25,000, he joins after 3 months, therefore 21 months. Neetu 1,50,000 after another 6 months. Students, 24 minus 3, 21 minus 6. She started, therefore she is in the business for all the 24 months. After 3 months Shankar, another 6 must be subtracted from 21. Now you cancel, so let me see how you get your answer. Come on, man, we can also cancel 3 8 times, 3 7 times, 3 5 times. So 3 into 8, 24, 5 into 7, 35, 6 into 5, 30. Therefore your answer must be 24 is to 35 is to 30. Student, I think you are able to get the point right. So in partnership we have to see that how the changes are happening, whether it is happening year wise or months wise. Okay. So because the concept is clear to you, we can move on to next question. Student, similar question, please answer this. So Nikhil, and then after 6 months Suresh, and then after 3 months Rakesh joined him with 50,000 rupees. And if the profit earned at the end of 2 years is to be distributed proportionately among the 3 partners, in what ratio should Nikhil, Suresh and Rakesh get the profit respectively? Students, please make it a note that it is 2 years. Though it is 2 years, we should not take first year, second year. The reason, because the changes are happening in months. So we have Nikhil and we have Suresh, and then we have Rakesh. Come on student. So we can, zeros may be cancelled because that is time waste, because we have 4 zeros every time, we can cancel zeros. Student, tell me, Nikhil invest for how many months? For 24 months. Suresh invested 60,000, but he joined after 3 months, after 6 months, 18. Now Rakesh with 50,000 joins after another 3 months. You understand that? Tell me student, after 6 months Suresh joins, so 24 minus 6, 18, and by the time Rakesh joins, it is after another 3 months. After another 3 months. I hope you can see this. Get my point? Now therefore the profits may be distributed like this. Therefore 3 cancels for 8 times, 3 cancels for 2 times, 3 cancels for 5 times, 32 is to 36 is to 25. Therefore your answer must be 32 is to 36 is to 25. Student, you see, this is the main complication in competitive exams. The appropriate answer may not be there. The appropriate answer may not be there. When appropriate answer is not there, you should not put any of the answer that is available to you. Order should be something like that, 32, 36, 25. But here the option is not there. So when option is not there, always you have an option of none of these. So for this kind of question, your answer is none of these. Your answer should be 32 is to 36 is to 25. Remember student, so this is a very valuable time for us, because whatever the subject expertism, even if you get 90% or 95% in academics, but if you want to get the job, whether it is in bank, whether it is in software, wherever you get, the first test is always aptitude. That is the reason why you need to be very strong in aptitude. And we find wonderful time to get the perfection in aptitude, man. We get a very good time. Probably this much of time we may not be able to get again. Yeah, when we don't have the answer, your answer should always be none of these. Fifth option is always there, because I don't put the fifth option because we have limited space on the board. But whenever you don't have the answer, your answer should always be none of these. Okay. So I believe that yes, we are going extremely well. I don't think there is any confusion. Now student, now we move on to next question. A began business with 45,000 rupees and B joins afterwards with 30,000. At the end of the year, the profit is divided in the ratio 2:1. Tell me student, A only begins, so he begins with 45,000. He is in the business for 12 months. The reason, he only begins. Therefore, obviously he is in the business for 12 months. And B joins with 30,000, but we don't know how many months he is in the business. It is only given that B joins afterwards, after some months. We don't know how many months it is. So let me suppose that B is in the business for X months. Investment of A, investment of B. So the profits may be distributed in the ratio 2:1. Profit of A, profit of B. Investment ratio, profit ratio should be absolutely same. That is the reason I just equated. Okay. Student, I think time is not there. Never mind, we discuss this question tomorrow and we continue with more confidence. Students, okay, we will be meeting again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.